rechtstreeks vanuit de Openbare Bibliotheek in Amsterdam. Kunst en cultuur.
Amsterdam FM.
Ja, dames en heren, daar zijn we weer live vanuit de Openbare Bibliotheek. Is dit de Songwriters Guild op Amsterdam FM met jullie hosts Anne Roos de Carvalho.
En Rufus Kane.
Ja, Anne, welkom terug in de uitzending.
Het is een soort van vast ding. Het is altijd welkom terug en dan weer een tijdje niet en dan weer welkom terug. Ik ben eigenlijk nog nooit zo vaak welkom geheten als in dit programma, realiseer ik me nu.
Nou, we zijn blij om het te doen. Ik ben blij om het te doen.
Dankjewel.
En deze keer hopelijk voor de lange termijn. En,
wel de bedoeling.
Ja. Goed, we hebben vandaag ook muziek in de uitzending natuurlijk. En die heten we niet welkom terug, want hij is hier voor het eerst. Het is een half Amerikaans, half Duitse, woonachtig in Griekenland. Dus een zeer internationale act vandaag. We hebben in de studio Big Sleep Acoustic. We're gonna hear from you in a minute. En we gaan ook luisteren naar een aantal andere liedjes, onder andere van Passenger. Passenger speelde gisteravond in een uitverkochte grote zaal van de Paradiso. En dit is zijn nummer Let Her Go.
Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. But dreams come slow and they go so fast. You see it when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. But you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Staring at the ceiling in the dark, same old empty feeling in your heart. Cause love comes slow and it goes so fast. Well, you see it when you fall asleep, but never to touch and never to keep. Cause you loved her too much and you dive too deep. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Oh, 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 oh. And you let her go. When it starts to snow, only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go.
Right on time. Dames en heren, dat was Let Her Go van Passenger. Dus gisteren in een uitverkocht Paradiso. Dus waarschijnlijk even een tijdje niet in Nederland. Maar je kan natuurlijk altijd online even checken. We hebben nog een aantal andere agenda.
Of naar Justin Bieber luisteren.
In deze show. Anne was niet onder de indruk van Passenger. Sommigen van jullie wel, sommigen van jullie niet. Jullie luisteren naar Songwriters Guild Live. Het is goed dat je er weer bij bent, Anne. De Justin Bieber vergelijkingen zijn te lang weg geweest.
Vind ik ook.
Vandaag in de studio hebben we live muziek in de vorm van Big Sleep Acoustic. That's not to be confused with Big Sleep Electric, of course. He has an album with 15 songs, completely guitar and vocals, and you're maybe going to get a little bit of an impression of what that sounds like because he's going to play for you. Now, Big Sleep Acoustic, ladies and gentlemen, take it away.
40 years later, I'm floating like paper. I'm nowhere close to anywhere I knew. 40 years later, time has much less weight, and I'm lighter than a snowflake in the blue. It's not such a long way to go from here to the places I know. Now that I'm all at ease, cool as the summer trees, now that I'm holding on to none, now that I think of you colors white and blue, now that the healing has begun. Now that I'm almost at home, now that I'm not so alone, I will not look for you, I will not cook for you, I will not even understand. I will not be aware if you were ever there, or if I ever held your hand. Hold me once more in your arms, hold me once more in your arms. We'll keep in touch for a while, we'll keep in touch for a while.
Dames en heren, Big Sleep Acoustic. And Stefan, I would like to welcome you to the table so we can talk about your music for a minute.
Thanks so much, Rufus. Hi, Anna.
You're
Hello.
welcome.
An honor and a pleasure to be here.
It's an honor to have you.
Could you join us at the table for a minute?
Right.
Big Sleep, also known as Stefan Schwertfeger. I have to say it in German, I think. Or he told us that
I think so,
he'd
though
rather...
he did grow up in America, and then he went to Germany, and now he lives in Greece, is what I understood.
That's exactly what I said, yeah. I just came from Salonika in Greece last Wednesday.
All right.
Where the weather was already really mild and sunny, and then I got a bit of a shock from the icy wind, a bit of a cold, but I'm really happy to be here. I find it very interesting and beautiful.
To be honest, we call this good weather in February, but that just on the side.
Good, so I'm lucky.
You're lucky. Well, it's great to have you.
On our defense, it gets better. But okay, move on.
I prefer snow, but let's not talk about the weather, because that's not what we're here for. I did find it quite interesting that you already told us before we were going to do the show that you would prefer to play an extra song instead of talking too much about yourself. But I have to be, well, I'm afraid we'll have to talk about you, because that's kind of what we want to do in the show.
All right, let's go.
So I hope you'll enlighten us.
Yeah. We're also going to have that fifth song, by the way. But you're in the Netherlands. Let's start out with that on a little tour. You're touring. You've got 3 shows coming up. You've got one tonight.
That's true, yeah. Tonight I'll play at Café Cox. This is in Marnixstraat, around the corner from Leidseplein. I'll be playing at 10:30.
Okay,
Yep.
We'll repeat that at the end of the show.
We will. We're just mentioning them for the first time now, so people get time to remember them.
Good.
The second one is
next week, Tuesday, at the Waterhole, but at 8 o'clock already. Waterhole, Tuesday.
And then
12.
next Thursday at Café Restaurant Barco, the little boat opposite the library here.
Exactly. There I'll be playing half an hour together with 2 other acts that will also play. It should be very interesting, at least for me, to play on a boat first time.
And who are the 2 other acts, if I may ask?
I wasn't told yet.
Okay, so that's a surprise. So that's the boat in front of the library.
We're going to let people know who the other acts are next week. But in the meantime, you've got 3 shows here. You've been playing for quite some time. You've got 5 CDs.
Yes.
And the first CDs, as I understand it, were with a band.
Yes, I made 4 with a band. The CDs are called Big Sleep. And yeah, the first I recorded in Germany, the second in the southwest of France, the third and the fourth with Greek music friends in Greece, since I live there. And now I made a new one called White Room. We just heard the title song.
Yeah.
16 songs, acoustic guitar and voice.
If I understand, you've always been called Big Sleep.
Yes.
But then the people you would be playing with would be a variation of people. And now you're called Big Sleep Acoustic because you're doing it on your own and acoustically.
That's how I thought of it, yeah. Big Sleep is the project where I play the songs I wrote together with my music buddies.
So where does the name Big Sleep come from? Because it really occurred to me.
Well, I admit that there is a novel and a movie called Big Sleep, written by Raymond Chandler. It's rather famous. And way back then, when I decided to call the band project Big Sleep, I thought it's a name that, I don't know, big dream, like you're the director of your life, you invent what will happen to you in your future, where you will go. It's your big dream, your big sleep, your existence. That's what I thought then.
Well,
okay. Was that also a theme in your music, or was it mainly in the name?
I wouldn't know how to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you put it like that, it would be a theme in everything, probably.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you don't mind, he's saying that.
No, that's all right.
Great that you help.
I was also wondering a bit, because you just mentioned that you're living in Greece right now.
Yeah.
Well, Rufus already said that you have a quite different cultural background. You're half American, half German, living in Greece.
Yeah.
So let's start at the end. Like, how did you end up in Greece? Right.
Well, after growing up in the United States, I was in Germany and I was disappointed from the beginning. I didn't like it. Suddenly it felt very small and cramped, living outside of Munich in the south, a conservative right-wing area with loads of cows and churches. And I always wanted to get out of there, and I was thinking, wow, I'm bored, I want to see something else. I thought I would move to France, but then we were invited with our band to play in Greece, a tour, and the mood was euphoric, and I suddenly thought, when I was in Thessaloniki, wow, why not stay here for a year or 2? And then I emptied my rooms, had almost nothing in the car, drove down the Alps, took the ferry, found an apartment with a view of the town and the sea, and thought, I'll stay here at least a year or 2. But then every year I thought, well, I'm not going now. I'll stay another year, and the years piled up. And I love it there very much. It's very beautiful to my heart. I feel it as my home now.
It must be. Then I'm going to ask a bit of a political question anyway, because you just said that you kind of flew from Germany because it was conservative. Well, you didn't really like the climate there, like the social climate. But now in Holland, of course, there's a lot of talk about the situation in Greece right now in terms of economical and political welfare. Do you feel in any kind of way, do you feel the impact of that on your daily life?
Absolutely. Like what you read here in the media is how it is there, like left and right. Every person I speak to has some really incredible, almost surreal, hard luck stories to tell. People there are really desperate, freaking out, confused. There's nobody that is okay. I know one person who works with German journalists. She's all right, but the rest are just in a desperate situation. It's a reality.
And still you do feel like staying there, so somehow you have a relationship to it that makes you stay there even though the situation is really hard right now.
This is how it has been for me, yes. I said I'm going to stay here, but the crisis has also arrived in my refrigerator, I can say that. And I want to stay there, but I wanted to make excursions from Greece as often as I can. Also being in Amsterdam now is such a thing. I'm very open. I have my antennas out, my ears open. I'm ready to make a move to, broaden my horizon. I would hope that I find a reason to come here more often, and I'm ready to,
And how come that now you're kind of phasing towards Amsterdam? Do you feel any special connection to Amsterdam, or?
My girlfriend in Greece the last 3 years began a master's in physics in Amsterdam. So I come to visit and I suddenly see Amsterdam in a golden light. And I like it very much here. It's very interesting and beautiful, so why not Amsterdam?
Let's talk more about Amsterdam in a few minutes, a bit later in the show. And in the meantime, we're going to listen to another song first. And there's a reason we're going to listen to it, which I'll mention after it's done. Voor de luisteraars thuis zal ik het ook in het Nederlands zeggen. We gaan nu luisteren naar het nummer Gutter Snipe van B. Beeman. En dit is een man die ook heeft gespeeld onder andere bij Jules Holland. En er komt een inbelcompetitie. Hij speelt zaterdag namelijk in het MC-theater. Waar jullie naar kunnen bellen of anders naar e-mailen, dat vertel ik direct na het nummer. Dit is Gutter Snipe van B. Beeman. Anne, wilde jij wat zeggen?
Nou ja, let dus extra goed op. Want als je dit nummer mooi vindt, kun je dus een gratis kaartje krijgen door straks even te bellen. Dus ik zou zeggen, let extra goed op.
Dames en heren, het nummer heet Gutter Snipe.
It'll surely take me home. If I had a mama, at least I'd have a place to go. But I'm just a gutter snipe. I got no place to wipe my nose. I jumped the first train I saw. It'll surely take me home. do. I stay out of trouble, but it's got a way of finding you. A buzzard riding the rail. I seal my meals when all else fails. I'm riding home on the line, but I'm well on my way to feeling fine. A buzzard riding the rail. I steal my meals when all else fails. I never heeded the sign, but I'm well on my way to feeling fine.
Dames en heren, dat was Gutter Snipe van B. Beeman. En voor de mensen die net al luisterden, die weten het. Hij speelt zaterdagavond in het MC Theater bij Westerpark in Amsterdam. En wil je daar kaartjes voor winnen? We verloten vandaag 2 keer 2 kaartjes. Dus 2 mensen kunnen 2 kaartjes winnen. Je kan bellen naar 020 623 5664. Dan kan je bellen, dan bel je naar onze show. Dat is dus voor 5. 020 623 5664.
En nog een keer herhalen.
020 623 5664. En voor de mensen die geen telefoon hebben, die kunnen ook e-mailen. Doe maar even naar mijrufuskane@gmail.com. Het is ook goed naar... nee, doe maar gewoon naar mij. rufuskane@gmail.com. Dat is duidelijk.
En dus, Kane gespeld K-A-I-N.
En dat nummer is 020 623 5664. Goed, dat is zaterdagavond B. Beeman in het MC Theater. Als je dat dus voor 5 doet, dan kan je daar kaartjes voor winnen. Nu zitten we hier bij Songwriters Guild Live op de 4e verdieping van de Openbare Bibliotheek. En we krijgen nu het nummer When You Get Lost van Big Sleep Acoustic.
When you get lost into depression, your brain cells they lose contact. When the rain falls out on the balcony, out on the outside, out of reality, remember that with an odd quality, part of nothing, great uncertainty. I picture you in the Athens cemetery in scented spring, breathing happily. When you get lost and all is truthful, church bells ring, the star signs fall, the restaurants and the blue skyline, late afternoon, after all, 200 birds over the ocean, over the rain clouds, over the sea. 200 words, just sign the paper. See you later, certainly. Remember days of an odd quality. Most things were secret all the time. When you get lost and all is truthful, traffic jams, the summer nights, when you get lost, when you get stranded, a dog abandoned playfully. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee.
Dames en heren, When You Get Lost van Big Sleep Acoustic. We're gonna hear more from you and talk more to you later in the show. Nu, dames en heren, bij Songwriters Guild Live nog een agendapunt. Ja, ditmaal is het een avond in het Perron. Met Ibo Bakker met zijn orkest en ook Bo Terry die een optreden gaan verzorgen. Dat is morgenavond bij het Perron. Je kan ook nog kijken op het perron.nl. Ja, Anne?
Ja, dat is misschien een leuk detail. Ibo Bakker is een oud-gediende als muzikant, maar staat ook wel eens bekend als troubadour of straatmuzikant, omdat hij naast de optredens die hij altijd verzorgt, ook altijd te zien is op de Noordermarkt, de andere plekken op straat.
Aha.
Speelt gewoon met heel erg veel liefde op straat en heeft erbij veel contact met mensen die langskomen. Dat is wel een erg charmant detail. En nu treedt hij dus op met een orkest.
Ja, met een orkest.
En misschien nog even, waar kunnen mensen het Perron vinden?
Het Perron, wat is het adres van het Perron? Ik zal het adres van het Perron zo meteen geven. Zullen we eerst
de
even luisteren
Jordaan.
naar in de Jordaan. Maar ik zal het precieze adres van het Perron zo meteen geven nadat we hebben geluisterd naar een liedje van Ibo Bakker. Dat moet er ook even bij natuurlijk. Dit is voor een impressie van voor mensen die Ibo Bakker nog niet kennen. Het nummer heet Het Seizoen.
Neem het ervan, loop op je sokken, sluip de trap af, kijk uit het raam, doe er niets aan, laat de wind maar waaien, blazende bomen, het loof kan goed zwaaien, maak je niet druk, de regen die giet wel, de gras spriet wel, de zon maakt zich op. Gedachten die spelen, de aarde rolt verder, nu eeuwig en even, verhuis uit je kop. Alles doet, alles gaat, in een ongeschreven maat, al tikt de klok er dwars doorheen. Het leven laat je niet alleen, alles verandert in de stroom, je dobbert in je eigen droom. Wat zou je anders kunnen doen, dus geniet van het seizoen. Laat je verleiden, kijk naar de wolken, de damp van de koffie, zo warm je gezicht in je luie stoel. Hoeft niets te gebeuren, het licht speelt zijn spel en je ogen zien de kleuren. Maak je geen zorgen, je hart ja dat klopt wel, je adem beweegt wel, het leven gaat door. Neem het ervan, elk moment heeft iets te geven. Er is zoveel te beleven, zonder iets te doen. Alles doet, alles gaat, in een ongeschreven maat. Al tikt de klok er dwars doorheen, het leven laat je niet alleen. Alles verandert in de stroom, je dobbert in je eigen droom. Wat zou je anders kunnen doen, dus geniet van het seizoen.
Ja, dat was Ibo Bakker met Het Seizoen. En hij staat dus samen met zijn orkest en ook Bo Terry morgenavond in het Perron. En dat is in de Egelandiersstraat nummer 130 hier in Amsterdam. Jullie luisteren naar Songwriters Guild Live. We gaan nu verder met Big Sleep Acoustic. The floor is all yours.
This is called Below Us, Bigger Buildings.
Will you be by my side? Bigger buildings, will you be by my side? Bigger buildings, will you be by my side? Bigger buildings, will you be by my side? I'm coming up slowly. There's water in my ears. I'm coming up slowly. There's water in my ears. Below us, bigger buildings, much bigger than the night. And if I ever make it, will you be by my side? It was all so important, but I didn't understand. They gave me these presents, but I didn't understand. Around me a distance, much bluer than the sea. And if I ever wake up, will you be there with me? Below us, bigger buildings, much bigger than the night. And if I ever make it, will you be by my side? Bigger buildings, will you be by my side? Bigger buildings, will you be by my side? Bigger buildings, will you be by my side?
Dames en heren, Big Sleep Acoustic. And we'd also like to invite you to the table once more for a few minutes. Dan kunnen we nog eventjes hebben over zijn muziek. We hebben het in de eerste helft van het interview gehad over Griekenland, maar ook over Amsterdam.
Yes, hij heeft liefde opgevat voor Griekenland, daar jaren gewoond. Maar ja, eigenlijk toch door de lastige situatie daar doet het Amsterdamse gouden licht hem ook wel heel mooi aan. Wellicht zou hij deze kant op komen. Dat zou zeker een aanwinst zijn voor deze stad. But let's switch over to English, because Steven just met us at the table.
So one thing we haven't asked yet is, do you have your CD with you?
Yes, I have the new one, the acoustic one, White Room, with me, and I have the fourth we did before that with band. It's called With God and Her Sisters, full electric rock band. Yes, I do.
Okay, so that's something people can buy at the shows.
That's right.
Yes, and let's repeat those shows for the people that just heard you play and would like to see you live. Tonight at Café Cox at the Marnixstraat, you'll be playing around what time?
10:30.
10:30 you can hear this musician
at
live at Café Cox. Then next week at the Waterhole
On
near
Tuesday the
Leidsplein.
12th, Waterhole. This will be already at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. And then on Thursday at Barco on Oosterdokskade number 10, right here across from the library, you'll be playing. We don't know yet who the other featured artists will be, but we'll be sure to mention it in next week's show.
And we know it'll start at 8:30 in the evening.
Yeah.
So now that people have heard where they can find you starting tonight at Café Cox, I would like to ask you, because you turn into playing acoustic, so the reason for that, would that be a pragmatical choice or an artistic choice or both?
Well, I love playing with the band, but okay, long ago I heard what was his name? Elvis Costello live in Montreux. He was all alone with his guitar and his piano, and I was so impressed how he did that, and I thought this is the greatest challenge for a songwriter, to be able to do this, hypnotize an audience alone with the guitar. So since then it's always been an aim for me and a passion, and I really enjoy it because I'm completely free playing alone. It can go any way, anywhere. When I'm alone, anything can happen, and I really like that much.
Okay.
But yeah, now that I've been doing it for a while, I'm looking forward to play with a band again also. But coming to Holland, I come alone because it costs and people don't know me yet.
And you, at least one of the songs you played today was a new song.
Yes.
It's not on a CD yet.
Indeed.
So are there plans for a new album?
Yes, I have all the songs together for a new album and more, and I've begun rehearsing with a band in Greece already, yes.
Okay, so it's going to be a new band album.
Yes, it is.
Interesting.
Yep.
So there's also a song of you that there's a lot of information on the internet about, and it's called "Looking for a Girl with a Washing Machine."
Yes, I saw on the website it's called one of your most famous songs, and quite a few people know it. Why is that?
Why is that? It was on the first of the 5 albums we did. And back then, the distribution company in Greece was doing extra good work. And a big radio station in Athens picked it up, chose this song as their own favorite song, and presented it proudly and played it all the time. And the rest of Greece was looking, what do they do in Athens? This song, okay, yeah, that's good, we'll play it too. And it spread like a wave. Back then, when radio disc jockeys could still choose their own songs and had their own pride.
Yeah.
Not as today the computers choose it. So this song is a classical hit in Greece, and everybody loves it there.
Do you consider it to be one of your better songs, or do you think it's more of a coincidence that it got picked up?
I love all my songs like they were my children. I like it very much.
Do you also play it acoustically?
Yes, I do.
I was thinking about that too, actually. But then first, before we're both going to ask you to play it for us, I just want to ask, are you still looking for a girl with a washing machine, and why?
Okay, I'll tell you the story of this song really fast if I can. There were 4 young boys who had a band, and we were in Germany, and they said, we're going to Italy, we have a motor that makes, if you put in gasoline, makes electricity, we're going to play on beaches and occupied houses and all that. But in the end they got afraid and asked me to come with them to play support, which I did in my own car. We had the time of our lives that summer in Italy. We played everywhere, we met so many interesting girls and other people. But yeah, in the morning I woke up in my car at 6 because the sun was beating on its roof and it was getting hot and the flies were buzzing around my face, and sometimes we secretly sneaked into camping places without paying to wash our clothes there in the bathing facilities. And I said, come on guys, 5 handsome young guys like us, and we can't find a girl that has a cool and shady room where we can sleep till 12 for a change and that has a washing machine. So I wrote that song right on the spot and we played it on the streets and wherever, like a real thing.
That's
well, now we have to ask, are you going to play that song for us?
Yeah, sure.
I'd love to hear it.
So would I.
Well, shall I go?
Are you ready to play it now?
Yes, I am.
Definitely.
Dus dit wordt een nummer van Big Sleep Acoustic.
Ja, oorspronkelijk ook van Big Sleep met de band. Het is van hun eerste cd. Het is veel gedraaid. Radio in Griekenland is er gek op. En nu gaan wij het live horen.
Dat is nog één ding interessant wat hij net zei. Hij zegt blijkbaar dus, hij heeft het in ieder geval voor Griekenland, dat discjockeys niet meer zelf de nummers uitkiezen die ze draaien, maar computers. Ik denk, daar moeten we over een tijdje eens naar kijken, naar die stelling.
Laten we dat doen. In the meantime, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Looking for a girl with a washing machine.
I'm looking for a girl with a washing machine. Room that's cool and shady. I'm looking for a girl with a shower in her back. Come on, baby, don't look at me like that. I'm looking for a girl with a washing machine. I ain't saying I'm dirty, I ain't saying I'm clean. I'm looking for a girl with a washing machine. A room that's cool and shady. Looking for a girl without plans for the night. Ain't saying I'm lonely, but I could use some company. Looking for a girl with a washing machine. I ain't saying I'm dirty, I ain't saying I'm clean. You've got a washing machine. I bet you ain't got nothing to do. And I'm just a boy who came into town. I won't let you down. I've been driving all night long. And in my head there was nothing but this song. I've been talking to my friends, and I kissed the rings you gave me. Please save me. Please save me. Please save me. Please save me.
Dames en heren, de grote hit misschien wel van Big Sleep, dat was Looking for a Girl with a Washing Machine. En over 5 minuten gaan we nog 1 keer een liedje van hem horen hier in de show. In de tussentijd, er zijn al 2 kaartjes gewonnen. Er is nog 1 keer 2 kaartjes te winnen voor aanstaande zaterdagavond in het MC-theater. B. Beeman, die dus ook onlangs bij Later with Jules Holland speelde, wat je gezien kan hebben op de BBC. Dat is zaterdagavond in het MC-theater. Bel nog even naar 020 623 5664 of mail naar rufuskane, Kane met K-A-E-N, @gmail.com. Kleine letters aan elkaar. 1 van de setskaartjes zijn gewonnen. 1 valt nog te winnen. Je hebt nog 10 minuten. Goed. We hebben nog 1 agendapunt ook voor de luisteraars thuis. En dat is café-restaurant Barco, Oosterdokskade 10, vanavond met Martijn Hoogland, dat is Nederlandstalig, en ook Lake Montgomery.
Ja, Lake Montgomery is een oude bekende van het Amsterdam Songwriters Guild. Nou ja, bij het Songwriters Guild Live. Ik zeg, reken het bij elkaar en je weet dat dat hetzelfde is.
Ze heeft ook een keer, Lake Montgomery, een interessant weetje, was de eerste live artiest die ooit bij de radioshow Songwriters Guild Live speelde op 1 oktober 2009.
En ik zou zeggen, dat is geen toeval. Lake is echt ongelooflijk goed. Heeft het ook in Nederlandse muziekcompetities vaak heel goed gedaan. Waarom weet ik dan niet meer van haar? Denk je dan, dat heeft er met name mee te maken omdat zij Amerikaanse is en niet meer in Nederland vast woont.
Nee, ze reist veel.
Ze reist ontzettend veel. Af en toe is ze in Amsterdam, dan speelt ze hier. Ze gaat ook een Amerikaanse tour doen.
Ja, samen met Ierse singer-songwriter Gavin Mee.
Precies, alleen als je luistert, ik zou zeggen, grijp je kans vanavond om er te horen. Want deze dame heeft echt heel veel in haar mars. Vanavond bij Barco, de boot tegenover de Openbare Bibliotheek in Amsterdam, waar we nu zitten. En nou, ga er naar kijken, zou ik zeggen.
Goed, over een paar minuten krijgen we nog 1 nummer van Big Sleep Acoustic. Eerst gaan we luisteren. First we're going to listen to One Other Song. Dat is van een artiest die hier 2 weken geleden was, een Zweedse. En dit is een nummer van haar EP en het nummer heet New Beginnings.
Skies are changing faster every hour. The sunlight flickers, shadows on the ground. This is the end of every empty tower. New life in every raindrop falling down. The angels smile and know a new beginning will follow up on every single end. We hold still now as the skies are singing songs that we don't fully understand. There's a truth in every whisper. There's a sign in every sound. We close our eyes and listen to the stillness of the shaking ground. People cry and start looking for shelter as every prison now is broken down. Birds fly wisely out of open cages, reaching for the ocean and the sky. A new sun will rise to warm us up in our garden of life, and she will stand before us in her flower gown. The end will make the way for new beginnings. No harm will stay, no pain will bring her down. We
Dames en heren, dat was New Beginnings van Miranda de Verdier, die onlangs hier in Nederland onder andere in het voorprogramma van Lucas Hamming speelde in Den Bosch en ook wat shows had in Amsterdam en ook hier dus bij de radioshow. We komen bij het einde van de show en voordat we eruit gaan met een live nummer wil ik bedanken, I'd like to thank in advance Stefan Schwertweger aka Big Sleep Acoustic. Also natuurlijk de techniek Dunja Gazendam. Jullie hosts Anne-Roos, Rosa de Carvalho
en Rufus Kane.
Volgende week zijn we hier zoals iedere week van 4 tot 5 met Songwriters Guild Live. Met meer live muziek dan van La Luz. Een fusion collectief. We gaan een trio van muzikanten krijgen hier. En nu gaan we eruit vandaag met Big Sleep Acoustic. Dank jullie wel en verder tot volgende week.
Tot volgende week.
When I needed you, you were sick. When I looked for you, you cried. When I was old enough to travel, you just went back home and died. And that's all so long ago. And there's all the pain below. The planet in daily rotation. The planet circles round the sun. The days and weeks add up to decades. I'm so sorry that you've gone, and it's all so long ago, and there's all this fear below. A summer silence and an endless empty sky. Instabilities and clouds that make me high. And I don't plan to, like this life, get healthy or mature. And I don't plan to love you, 'cause I've seen it all before. And it's all so long ago, under clouds and rain and snow. And it's all so long ago, you don't really wanna know.
Dames en heren, en daar hebben we nog net tijd om even te vertellen dat Big Sleep Acoustic dus vanavond speelt. It was at 10:30, right? Het Café Cox vanavond in de Marnixstraat vlakbij Leidseplein. En als je daar niet bij kan zijn, dinsdag bij The Waterhole. En ook donderdag bij Café Restaurant Barco. Dit was de Songwriters Guild Live. Ga ook eens naar de open mic van het Amsterdam Songwriters Guild. Die is iedere dinsdagavond vanaf 8 uur kan je inschrijven. Dat is bij de Jet Lounge in de Groen van Prinsterenstraat 41 in de Staatliedenbuurt. Dank jullie wel en tot volgende week bij Songwriters Guild Live.